This is London, and these are its people, people with one great and common purpose, to pay tribute to the achievements in their country of National Socialism. To this, the first big public display since the army landed, come people from many miles around the metropolis, to be addressed by leading statesmen from both Britain and the Reich. They will be told what National Socialism is doing now for their country, reminded of the startling achievements it has already made.
This is in some ways still a controversial thing to say, because in Europe in particular, nationalism, after all, sounds different depending on the country you're in. Nationalism in Israel sounds different to nationalism in America, sounds different to nationalism in Italy, sounds different to nationalism here in Britain. But the cordon sanitaire, which used to exist around nationalism until recent years, existed not because we didn't trust the idea of love of country, not because, I would argue, there was anything wrong with nationalism in a British context. It all came from a recognition that there was a problem with nationalism in a German context. And that is simply a historical fact. But I see no reason why every other country in the world should be prevented from feeling pride in itself because the Germans mucked up twice in a century.
Now, to British people who are brought up in an atmosphere of apathy towards political ideas, the National Socialist creed may seem startling, even abhorrent. But when you meet such apathy, what I want you to show these people is that National Socialism offers them a new philosophy, a new way of life. Now, is that all clear? Further points? Murray?
Instead of only talking about minority rights, we also once again remember that there is a thing called majority rights. That as important as minority rights are, majority rights matter as well. You might like to help 0.2% of the population, but how about giving a damn about 51%?
Yes, this is certainly true. The true citizen of our state has certain rights, but also corresponding duties. The rights include educational benefits, cultural benefits, protection, and a standard of living worthy of our people. Yet, if there are people who fail the state, they will have to be removed with other criminal, antisocial elements. It cannot be expected that a virile nation should support such human dross. They are useless eaters. To deny this is illogical.
Some people might have thought that your methods were as bad as theirs were.
Well, these people have published memoirs, and one of them, a known criminal, has said that he went to one of our public meetings without knowing anything about the politics of that meeting, or without caring, for a bit of a lark to break it up, and he took with him a chair leg into which had been poured 1.5 pounds of lead and a 6-inch nail, and he hit no less than 7 people with this weapon. Now, if I saw this man at the meeting, I should have to risk my life, what good looks I have, to get him outside before he hurt somebody. And he was there to hurt just anybody at all.
It's the Labour Party, it's the Lib Dems, it's the Coalition of Chaos, it's the Guardian reading, tofu eating, wokerati, dare I say, the anti-growth coalition that we have to thank for the disruption that we are seeing on our roads today.
And that means that the mob needs to be stopped. The police must have all the powers that they need to stop the protesters who use guerrilla tactics and bring chaos and misery to the law-abiding majority. We'll keep putting you behind bars.
The Jew has no home. The Jew is a parasite place. The Jew waits for a civilization to be established and then establishes himself on it, a flea on a dog.
Yes, fleas can live on a dog, but fleas can't live on fleas. Send them all to Madagascar, that's the simplest way.
Let them cheat one another.
I would love to be having a front page of the Telegraph with a plane taking off to Rwanda. That's my dream. The British people deserve to know which party is serious about stopping the invasion on our southern coast and which party is not. I, Madam Deputy Speaker, am utterly serious about ending the scourge of illegal migration.
Ideologically, of course, this is a more correct view, but I think we'll find that there are one or two of them who have skills learned at our expense.
But I don't want their skills. I want no
They're
part
not
of
their
them.
skills.
I want to be free of them.
They're
as
not
quick as
their
possible.
skills. They're our skills. They're skills that they've learnt in our schools and our universities and our hospitals.
It was the British Empire that brought infrastructure, the legal system, the civil service, the military to countries like Mauritius and Kenya. I am proud of the British Empire. Yeah, yes.
As G.K. Chesterton said, the true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. Well, I'm asking, how much do you love your country? How much do you love the values that you claim to defend? Do you love them enough to tweet under your own name? Do you love them enough to change your child's school to one that's less woke and ignore the impact on your social status? Do you love them enough to do more than simply chat to your friends who already agree with you at dinner parties? For heaven's sake, man, stand up and be counted. As Russell Crowe says in the film Gladiator, a clip I regularly play for my staff, hold the line, stay with me. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Will your life echo hollow with cowardly hypocrisy, or will it echo with courage, valiance, and honor?
This rebel, this Jew-inspired scum, had murdered our comrade. They had bereaved his wife, orphaned his sons. But they cannot destroy the example he has given us. His life was an epic of the human will. His martyrdom inspires and strengthens us. Now we will temper our swords anew in the blood of our enemies. They too shall mourn, for we will avenge his death. We will